Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Meaning of this verse explains that everything we see in the world, and even things we don't see, were created by God. It shows us that God is powerful, loving, and purposeful in his creation. For a child, it's like understanding that just as a builder makes a house with care and detail, God made the earth and the sky with love and attention, making it a special home for all of us. Genesis 12:2. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Meaning of this verse: God told Abraham that he would bless him in a way that his life would become a blessing to others. This teaches us that when God gives us good things, it's not just for us to enjoy, it's also so we can help and care for others. For a child, it's like receiving a big toy set and being asked to share it with friends, making everyone happy together. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Meaning of this verse: when the Israelites were trapped by the sea with the enemy behind them, Moses told them not to worry because God was going to save them. This verse teaches us that God takes care of us and fights our battles when we trust him. For a child, it's like when you're scared of something and your parents tell you, "Don't worry, I'll handle it," and you feel safe. Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Meaning of this verse encourages us to be brave because God is always with us. It means we can face anything without fear, knowing that God will never leave us alone. For a child, it's like knowing your best friend is always by your side, holding your hand and helping you when things get tough. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Meaning of this verse: when Joshua was about to lead the Israelites into a new land, God reminded him to be brave and trust in his presence. It teaches us that God is with us in every new and scary situation. For a child, it's like starting a new school and knowing someone you trust is right there with you to guide you. Psalm 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Meaning of this verse compares God's care to a shepherd looking after his sheep. Just as a shepherd makes sure the sheep have food, water, and safety, God looks after us and gives us everything we need. For a child, it's like knowing your parents will always provide you with food, a safe place to sleep, and lots of love. Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Meaning of this verse reminds us that God is like a light that shows us the way and keeps us safe. Because he protects us, we don't have to be afraid of anything. For a child, it's like having a flashlight in a dark room. It makes you feel safe because you can see clearly. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Meaning of this verse: when life feels busy or overwhelming, this verse tells us to stop, be quiet, and remember that God is in charge. It's a reminder that God's power and plan are perfect even when we don't understand. For a child, it's like taking a deep breath and knowing your teacher or parent will take care of everything. Psalm 91:1. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Meaning of this verse promises that when we stay close to God, we are safe and at peace. Being in God's presence is like being under a strong roof or a big tree that protects you from the rain and sun. For a child, it's like having a big, warm blanket that makes you feel cozy and secure. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Meaning of this verse: this verse teaches us to trust God completely and not rely on our own ideas, because God knows what's best for us. If we follow him, he will guide us in the right direction. For a child, it's like listening to a parent or teacher who knows the way to a fun destination. You just trust them, and they'll get you there safely. Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Meaning of this verse: Jesus is telling us that we are like bright lights in a dark world. When we do good things, love others, and share God's truth, we help people see the way to God. For a child, it's like being a shining star in the night sky that helps others find their way home. Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well.